The biggest challenge for an investor would be to maintain a fixed asset allocation ratio throughout their financial journey. Why should an investor do portfolio rebalancing? What are the benefits of portfolio rebalancing? When should you rebalance? To get answers to these questions, we have our industry expert Mr. Satish Prabhu with us. Satish, the screen is all yours.
Let us look at the rebalancing part. Now, if you're doing asset allocation on your own, many a times my observation is that whenever the markets rise, people prefer to be in equities and continue to remain in equities. Now, if you look at the bottom of the chart says equity goes up. When the equity goes up, your allocation from 65% equity has moved to 80% equity. Look at the direction of the arrow. It is going from right to left. And it says that equity has moved from 65 to 80%. Now, many a times, my observation is that people do not want to go back to that 65%, which is your stated asset allocation. You want to remain in 80% because you are enjoying the fruits of equity returns. But asset allocation is the most important thing to get better risk-adjusted return. And that is why it is very important to come back to that 65% level. And if you are not able to do that, if you're not able to control your emotions, it is better to be in a hybrid fund like a balanced advantage fund. Similarly, when equity goes down, you will find at the top of the chart that the allocation from 65% has moved to 40%. Now, each time when that happens, you need to rebalance by buying more of equity or selling some debt. If you buy more of equity, that 40% will become 65%. If you sell some of your debt, that 60% of debt will come back to 35%. So that is the way you rebalance manually. And it is typically done through an advisor. But if you do not want to do this manually, because when you do this manually, as I said, there is a tax element. But if you do not want to do this manually, you have to take a assistance of a hybrid fund. And you can rebalance it typically, while weekly, monthly, and quarterly frequencies may not be very practical, but you can rebalance this on a semi-annual basis, 6 monthly or an annual basis. And you have to look at taxes. And one point that I forgot is you have to look at exit loads as well. Because the moment you rebalance, you're selling some equity, you have to look at if there is an exit load that you need to pay. So some of these things you need to keep in mind when you rebalance.
Thanks for your detailed answer. If you have any doubt regarding this or any other financial or investment decision, don't hesitate to book an appointment with our financial expert. The link to the appointment is given in the description below. And also, would you like to know more about finance and investment? Then we would recommend you to attend our live webinar. The link to the webinar is also given in the description below. The webinar is absolutely free. If you like this video, hit like, and if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe.